Happy Monday, guys. Thank you to all our subscribers. If you're watching this video, please subscribe, like, and comment. We're trying to continue building our YouTube channel. We appreciate all your support. Monday's workout is a 2,000-meter row for time. If you don't have access to a rower, you're going to be running 1 mile for time. There's a big difference between jogging a mile or pacing out a 2,000-meter row versus going as fast as you can. Sometimes we want to push the tempo and see how fast we can go. We'll be doing a 2,000-meter row. We're going to go over 3 main positions we're looking to hit while rowing. The first one is the catch. That's when the handle is forward. In this position, we want the shins vertical, the shoulders are in front of the hips, and the heels are slightly lifted off the foot pads. That's our first position we're looking to hit. Second position is going to be halfway through the stroke. In this position, the heels are down on the foot pads, the knees are bent at 90 degrees, and in this position, we're starting to lean back. If you get the timing right, the shoulders are going to be stacked above the hips when your knees are at that 90-degree position. This is where we generate the most power during the stroke, right in this middle section. The third and final position of the stroke is going to be the finish. We're leaning back, the knees are locked out, and the handle touches the bottom of the ribs. So now Carly's going to go back into her regular stroke. Things we're looking for while moving. As soon as you finish the stroke with the knees bent and the handle touching the chest, you can immediately punch the hands forward. In the catch position, we want to make sure the seat does not hit the heels. A lot of people will lean back and not engage their back and lower back muscles, and then we start to see the seat hitting the heels. Make sure you lean forward, the shoulders go forward in front of the hips. That'll keep the seat back in a much more efficient position. Another common error is people starting to rebend their knees on the recovery before their arms lock out straight. So Carly's pulling to the chest and then rebending the knees early. This often causes people to have to bring the handle up and over their knees rather than keeping it straight. We want the handle to move in a flat line. It shouldn't be dropping to the thighs or going up over the knees. A common issue you'll run into is the handle smacking or the chain smacking above the top or bottom of the plastic support piece at the front of the rower. Try to keep that handle straight. To set your monitor for a 2,000-meter row, do select workout, new workout, and then single distance. It'll by default be set to 2,000 meters, but let's move over to the change split length, and we're going to change that to 500 meters instead of 400 meters so we can compare those common splits. So you'll use the arrows to move left and right, then the plus sign, and then once you're set, hit that check mark. Now we're set for a 2,000-meter row. Okay, Carly's going to start rowing, and we're going to go over the stroke rate. This is important because a 2,000-meter row is going to take somewhere around 7 to 9 minutes, give or take. We don't want to burn out. Depending on your height, that stroke rate number, strokes per minute at the bottom left is going to vary. Recommend most guys to row about 22 to 25 strokes per minute, and ladies to row about 24 to 28 strokes a minute. So let's try to stay in that range. When we're doing a time trial like this, it'll be pretty common that we'll stay near the upper end of that stroke rate. And then at the end, when you're sprinting to a finish, it's okay to go above that into the 30s with whatever energy you have left. To shave a few seconds and to start efficiently on a time trial, we're going to start with the handle in the hands, sitting tall with the knees extended. Whenever you're ready to start, the rower will start going as soon as you start pulling. So you can get set up, and whenever you're ready, you can hit it. We're going to do a sprint start. That means we're going to take 4 to 5 really fast, small pulls, slowly increasing the range of motion, meaning you start to bend your knees more and you start to bend your elbows more as you go through those 4 to 5 strokes. By the 5th stroke, we want to settle into our rowing tempo. So find the stroke rate you're trying to hit and your pace. This is the fastest way to get up to speed within the first few seconds without wasting energy. On the other end, the final sprint to the finish, if you have a little bit more leg strength, you can start to increase your stroke rate and keep your heels down on the foot pads. This will help increase the stroke rate at the expense of range of motion, but this can help you sprint to the finish at the end of the row. Have fun, guys. Monday's core work accessory is going to be 3 rounds. 10 rower pike-ups. Have your feet on the seat of the rower. Your hands are going to be about a foot in front of the end of the slide. You're going to slowly flex at the hips, pulling the seat towards your arms. Slow and controlled. After your 10 rower pike-ups, you're going to do 20 4-count flutter kicks. Lay on the floor. Keep the feet squeezed together, knees straight. Every 4 flutters is going to count as 1 rep. And finally, accumulate 30 seconds in a hanging L-sit. Try to keep the feet above the hips. To scale, go into a knee tuck hold or come down to the floor and do a 30-second feet 6 inches off the floor upon completing your flutter kicks.